a WikiVidi Documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Olivia Wilde. Olivia Wilde is an Irish-American actress, model, producer, director, activist, and socialite. She is known for her role as Dr. Remy, 13, Hadley on the medical drama television series House. She is known for her roles in the films Alpha Dog, Tron, Legacy, Cowboys and Aliens, Butter, People Like Us, Drinking Buddies, The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, Her, Rush, The Lazarus Effect, Love the Coopers, and Meadowland. In 2017, Wilde made her Broadway debut playing the role of Julia in 1984. Early life. Wilde was born in New York City and grew up in the Georgetown neighborhood of Washington, D.C. She spent her summers in Ardmore, County Waterford, a small seaside resort and fishing village in Ireland. For a short time, Wilde's family also had a house in Guilford, Vermont. Her mother, Leslie Coben, is an American-born 60 Minutes producer and journalist. Her father, Andrew Coben, is also a journalist who was born in London to an upper-class British family and was raised in Ireland. Wilde has an older sister, Chloe Coben, a civil rights attorney in New York City, and a younger brother, Charlie. Wilde has said that as a result of her parents' occupations, she has a strong journalistic streak and is really critical and analytical. Wilde's uncles, Alexander and Patrick Coben, also worked as journalists. Her aunt, Sarah Cordwell, was a writer. Her half-cousin, Stephanie Flanders, is a journalist. And her paternal grandfather, Claude Coben, was a novelist and journalist. She also had writer Christopher Hitchens as a babysitter. Wilde's ancestry includes English, Irish, German, Manx, and Scottish. She is also of 1/64 Sephardi Jewish descent through her ancestor, Ralph Bernal, a British Whig politician and actor. Her parents were prominent in the Washington, D.C. social scene, hosting dinner parties. Her mother once recounted a story of a 4-year-old Wilde eavesdropping one night on a conversation between diplomat Richard Holbrooke and rock singer of the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, until Jagger noticed her and shooed her to bed. She attended private school at Georgetown Day School in Washington, D.C., and boarding school at Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts. Graduating in 2002, she derived her stage name from Irish author Oscar Wilde. She changed her surname while in high school to honor the writers in her family, many of whom used pen names. Wilde was accepted to Bard College, but deferred her enrollment 3 times in order to pursue acting. She then studied at the Gaiety School of Acting in Dublin, Ireland. Wilde's paternal Scottish ancestors were upper class and lived in several places at the height of the British Empire, including Peking, Kolkata, Mumbai, Cairo, and Tasmania. One of her paternal great-great-grandfathers, Henry Arthur Blake, was governor of Hong Kong. Her other paternal ancestors include abolitionist and Anglican minister James Ramsay, politician George Arbuthnot, lawyer, judge, and literary figure Henry Coben, Lord Coben, Lord Provost of Edinburgh Sir William Arbuthnot, and Sir Thomas Osborne. 2003-2007 Career beginnings. Wilde appeared as Jill Goldman on the short-lived Fox television series, Skin. She became known for her recurring role as Alex Kelly on the teen drama television series, The O.C. She was in the films The Girl Next Door, Conversations with Other Women, Bickford Schmeckel's Cool Ideas, Turistas, and Alpha Dog. In 2007, she appeared in the off-Broadway theater production of Beauty on the Vine, a political thriller, playing 3 different characters. She was also in The Death and Life of Bobby Z and the short-lived NBC drama television series, The Black Donnellys. 2007-2012 House, films and directing debut. In September 2007, Wilde joined the cast of the Fox medical drama television series, House. She played the character of Dr. Remy, 13, Hadley, a secretive and bisexual young internist with Huntington's disease, who was hand-picked by House out of a number of applicants to join his medical team. Her first appearance was in the episode, The Right Stuff. Wilde appeared in the comedy film Year One as Princess Inanna, alongside Jack Black and Michael Cera. She starred in Disney's Tron Legacy as Cora, the trusted friend and protector of Kevin Flynn, played by Jeff Bridges. In August 2011, it was announced Wilde would be leaving House to further pursue her film career. She left a few months later. In the episode Charity Case, Wilde starred in Cowboys and Aliens as Ella Swenson, who works with Jake Lonergan and Woodrow Dolarhyde to save the Earth from evil aliens, and also starred alongside Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman in the comedy The Change Up. She was also in the films In Time, On the Inside, and Butter. In 2011, Wilde became a global brand ambassador for the cosmetic company, Revlon, and was featured in commercials. Wilde made her directing and screenwriting debut with the film Free Hugs for Glamour magazine's short film series, which was screened at various festivals. In May 2012, Wilde's character, Dr. Remy, 13, Hadley, returned for the series finale of House for 2 episodes, Holding On, and Everybody Dies. She starred alongside Chris Pine in the film People Like Us, Third Person, The Words, and as Liza in Deadville, a thriller about 2 siblings who decide to fend for themselves in the wake of a botched casino heist, and their unlikely reunion during another family's Thanksgiving celebration. She had a supporting role as a blind date in the Spike Jonze drama/romance/sci-fi film Her. 2013-2016, mainstream career. In 2013, Wilde wrote an article called The Do's and Don'ts of Turning 30, which was published in Glamour magazine. She starred in and executive produced Drinking Buddies, which co-starred Jake Johnson and Anna Kendrick. She had a supporting role as Jane, a magician's assistant, in the Incredible Burt Wonderstone. She also played Susie Miller in the biographical drama Rush, about James Hunt and Niki Lauda. Wilde starred as Elizabeth Roberts, a trophy wife customer who enters a straight-laced pharmacist's life and takes him on a joyride involving sex, drugs and possibly murder in Better Living Through Chemistry. She starred as Beatrice Fairbanks in The Longest Week, alongside Jason Bateman and Billy Crudup, as the middle of a love triangle between an affluent drifter and his best friend. In 2015, she was the brand ambassador of H&M's Conscious exclusive campaign. She starred in the thriller The Lazarus Effect as Zoe, a medical researcher who was accidentally killed, then revived with a miraculous serum with unfortunate side effects. Wilde also starred in and produced the drama Meadowland, directed by Reed Morano from a script by Chris Rossi. The film premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York on April 17, 2015. She played Eleanor in Love the Coopers. In 2016, Wilde directed a music video for Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, teaming up with DP Reed Morano. She then worked with American rock band Red Hot Chili Peppers, directing the music video for their song, Dark Necessities, for their album The Getaway. Wilde starred as Devon Fenestra in HBO's rock and roll drama television series, Vinyl. Her brand ambassador partnership with Revlon ended in 2016. 2017 present, Broadway debut and upcoming films. In 2017, Wilde made her Broadway debut playing Julia in 1984. It opened at the Hudson Theatre in New York City on June 22 for a limited run until October 8, 2017. In May 2017, Wilde became chief brand activist of True Botanicals, a cosmetics and skin care company, which sells non-toxic products. She is starring in films that are currently in post-production, Life Itself and A Vigilante. Documentaries. Inspired by her parents, who are award-winning journalists and documentary filmmakers, Wilde has served as executive producer on several documentary short films, such as Sun City Picture House, which is about a community in Haiti that rallies to build a movie theater after the disastrous 2010 earthquake, and Baseball in the Time of Cholera, which explored the cholera epidemic in Haiti. In 2012, Wilde was featured in PBS docuseries Half the Sky, Turning Oppression into Opportunity for Women Worldwide, which was inspired by Nicholas Kristof and Sheryl WuDunn's book of the same name. The docuseries follows Wilde as she learns of the struggles women face in Nairobi, Kenya. She executive produced more documentary short films: The Rider and the Storm, about Timmy Brennan, a New York iron worker from Breezy Point, Queens who lost everything he owned when Hurricane Sandy hit, and Body Team 12, which follows the team tasked with collecting the dead at the height of the Ebola outbreak. The film went on to win Best Documentary Short at the 2015 Tribeca Film Festival and is nominated for the Documentary Short Subject category at the 88th Academy Awards. Her most recent documentary short, Fear Us Women, follows Canadian civilian Hannah Bowman, who has spent the last 3 years in Syria as a volunteer soldier battling ISIS. As a member of the YPJ, an all-female Kurdish army, Hannah gives an inside look at the brave women fighting for liberation in one of the world's most dangerous countries. Activism. In 2008, Wilde campaigned with actors Justin Long and her then-current House castmate Kal Penn in support for the Democratic presidential nominee Barack Obama. Wilde was a supporter of the youth voter organization, 1808. She serves on their advisory council and appeared in a public service announcement that debuted June 30, 2008, which encouraged youth to vote at the 2008 election. She appeared in the MoveOn.org mock PSA, supporting the rights of the healthcare insurance industry. Wilde was praised by the Coalition of Immokalee Workers, a farm workers' union, for supporting the Fair Foods campaign. In 2013, she appeared in a video clip for Gucci's Chime for Change campaign that aims to raise awareness and funds of women's issues in terms of education, health, and justice. Wilde is one of the board of directors at Artists for Peace and Justice, which provides education and health services in Haiti, and the American Civil Liberties Union of Southern California. Wilde is a celebrity influencer/activist for Yo, a Los Angeles-based media company. On June 30, 2015, she introduced Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton at a campaign event in New York City. Wilde starred in a PSA released on March 21, 2016 for World Down Syndrome Day, where she stars alongside 19-year-old Anna Rose from New Jersey who has Down syndrome. She is an advocate for feminism. She participated in the 2017 Women's March in Washington, D.C., and the 2018 Women's March in Los Angeles, California. Personal life. She derived her stage name from Irish author Oscar Wilde. She changed her surname while in high school to honor the writers in her family, many of whom used pen names. She considered herself a pescatarian in 2011, although she has also claimed to be both vegan and vegetarian at different times in her life. She was voted Peter's Sexiest Vegetarian Celebrity of 2010. Wilde holds dual citizenship with Ireland and the United States. On June 7, 2003, when she was 19 years old, Wilde married Tao Respoli, an Italian filmmaker and musician, whose family owns a famed palazzo in Italy, at a ceremony in Washington, Virginia. They were married on a school bus with only a pair of witnesses. She later said the marriage occurred in an abandoned school bus, because it was the only place where they could be completely alone, as the marriage was a secret at the time. On February 8, 2011, she and Respoli announced that they were separating. Wilde filed for divorce in Los Angeles County Superior Court on March 3, 2011, citing irreconcilable differences. The divorce was finalized on September 29, 2011. Wilde did not seek spousal support, and the pair reached a private agreement on property division. Wilde began dating actor, comedian, and screenwriter Jason Sudeikis in November 2011. They became engaged in January 2013. The couple has 2 children, son Otis Alexander Sudeikis and daughter Daisy Josephine Sudeikis. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?